gosh.
I'm Jake Schriner.
Well, hello, Jake.
Hello.
Darren, okay. I'm Pastor Johnny Leckie. And this is the Compass Conversation podcast. I'm going to figure this thing out. We will follow you, King Jesus.
We need to have like our pause.
It's kind of weird. I don't know. All right, so here we go. We're back. Hey, thank you. It's a whole new year. I hope you had wonderful holidays.
Yes.
We've been recovering from those and enjoying all kinds of fun, cool things. But this is how we start. Jake, how are you?
I'm doing okay. 2026 is
That's fair.
it's starting off as a mixed bag, you know.
Yes.
But yeah, no, I'm doing all right. A lot to look forward to coming up. Colette started her new job today, so that's really good. That's
Your lovely wife has finally. It's so great. That's what we've been waiting for.
After a very long interview process and everything, yes, she has started with a new company. She's going to be working at pretty much a crisis hotline as a dispatcher, helping people out that call with non-emergency stuff, but just adults that are really. I think Arapahoe County classifies them at-risk adults. It depends on where you go.
What
you're talking about, but basically it's just people that need a little extra assistance and stuff. Maybe they might be having a hard time with who knows what.
I'm so glad that she got that job. I thought I heard you. I think you mentioned it to Leona on Sunday, and I thought that's what I heard, but I wasn't sure. And then we didn't talk about it afterwards. So yay! So
we spent the whole day on Saturday getting the home office set up for her. So went out and got a new desk, got a new chair, just rearranged our guest room, got it all set up. The IT department there dropped off a ton of stuff, so it's all set up now. It looks really good. Yeah,
that's cool.
Looks really, really good. And then
I'm so glad.
So that was Saturday, and so as we were there Saturday morning buying stuff, I saw a TV that caught my eye. So I went back later on Saturday and bought a brand new TV too.
Oh, come on!
So that was like my parents' gift to Colette and I anyway. Was a new TV, so they just said go out and pick one. And so we went a little over budget. We just covered the difference, so it was no big deal. But yeah, we really upgraded.
You got a
pretty cool. Oh, it's huge. It's a 75-inch TV. This
oh my soul!
I couldn't believe it.
When's movie night? We'll be.
I think we're gonna have a Super Bowl party or something.
Oh, come on!
It'd be a lot of fun. But it was funny because our old TV, it's a good sized TV, right? Like that's it takes up a fair space on the wall. But once we went and looked, and then I came home and saw the TV, my own TV again, I'm like, that's too small. I gotta go get that. I gotta go get the bigger one now,
Oh, that's the way.
It was funny on that.
I'm gonna tell you, I haven't bought a TV in a long time. I probably need to. We had this stupid, well, it's not stupid, this beautiful, wonderful. We bought it with cash back in the day. I was like 20 years old or plus. That whole, I think we bought it at Montgomery Ward. Is that place even still around?
I don't know.
Anyway, it was a store back in the day. And that whole, what do you call it? It's like an Armoire entertainment center.
Entertainment center.
You see it every week that we're here.
If you watch the message.
Yeah, it opens up. The thing behind me opens up and there's a TV that's about this big.
Right.
It was playing when you came in.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, no, our new one's the size of your whole.
It's like I have to remove the whole thing because this is the only thing that will fit in that size. I have to remove the whole thing, so I just haven't gotten around to it. I mean, I could do it. I just have. I always talk myself out of it.
Right. Yeah, I wouldn't have done it had it not been for like the gift aspect of it, because I'm kind of that way too. Like I'd rather not upgrade any of my stuff. It works just great though. But yeah, I was like, you know what? It's time. Colette was like, we could totally use one. Like,
use one. I like it.
Well, we're spitballing ideas about what, because when you're an adult,
sure.
What do you tell someone that asks, what do you want for Christmas? Like, I don't know. Colette said,
on Earth.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Yeah. It's like what. Clint was like, "What on TV?" Like, done. Good idea. That's what we're rolling with.
I love it. I can't wait to see it.
Yeah, it'll be cool. We'll have a movie night or something for sure. So, how are you, Johnny?
Well, tonight I am sans chapeau. I have no hat.
No hat.
No hat on tonight. I don't know why. I had it on earlier today, but then I bumped my head on something just a little while ago, and I'm like, what am I doing? I should walk around in a helmet. That's what I should. Just a helmet. I never hurt myself.
It's got like a catcher's mask on and all.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm doing pretty good. I mean, I shouldn't be complaining on any level tonight. So, I mean, but we are at the end of our break that we sort of enjoyed, but also we realized it's been a full, hard to call a break in many ways for us. But we've enjoyed it. I mean, we've had people over so many times. We can talk about that a little bit.
Yeah.
But holiday. When I say holidays, I'm never avoiding saying Christmas. I mean Thanksgiving and Christmas. Over those times, we've had a lot of people through these doors, and it's been great. But tomorrow, back at the school.
Yeah.
I'm even saying school. Not saying S word like I usually do. I think I did on Sunday, I think. I called it the S word.
It's the S word.
Here I am again with the foul language.
I couldn't believe it.
School. What in the school is going on?
That's how Leona reacts when you say that in school.
She does
That's
every
foul
time.
language in this house, yeah.
But no kids tomorrow, so that's good.
That's
they
right,
come back on Wednesday, and that will be a beautiful thing. So, starting halfway through the week. But I'm kind of ready because I have been doing a lot of thinking, brain, and working through some stuff. I'm ready to get back into a routine and back into my doing better than I did in the fall in managing my days.
Good.
Right? So we have certain blocks that are just, but how I do that and before and after, very important. So I've been doing a lot of working through that. This office area is not reflecting those ideas at the moment. It's pretty scary behind the camera here, but
it's about the shape that it's usually in.
Well, that's my point. That's my point. And there are things behind here that have been added to. But anyway, all that to say, I'm fine.
Yeah.
Doing well. But yeah, I had some kind of.
Johnny just pushed it all out of the screen. That's all.
That's pretty much true. I mean, I stacked some books. This is new kids stuff on the bottom here. Construction paper, cardstock. That's brand new for kids' crafts and things. But anyway, all that to say, I am well. Well, let's talk about things.
Yeah. And it's been a long time since we met. I think we met after Thanksgiving, but not like we met like once in all of this.
Well, I looked at the date of the last podcast, and we had the Christmas tree stuff here.
Yeah.
And then that was like 3 weeks ago.
Oh, okay.
So I thought it was longer too.
I thought it was way longer.
But 3 weeks.
Okay.
It's just been a long 3 weeks. Oy, oy, oy.
It has.
Oh, I was going to show you something. Okay? So, this is our backdrop today. It's coffee. It's thermos. But
Sturdy old Stanley. What do we got here?
little stocking stuffer I got is the old Farmer's
Oh
Almanac.
my goodness, look at this thing.
Isn't that great?
That's awesome.
It's one of those things,
awesome.
like it's got the little hole in it and everything.
Yeah,
Like,
you
you're supposed to hang that there.
Yeah.
But as I go through it, I realized it's sort of like the kind of thing you get in the checkout line.
Right, yeah.
So it was like just kind of fun. But I mean, it's got all kinds of fun things. I know the Farmer's Almanac is not something new, obviously. I mean, it's been around since, 1790 something. But
they've been recording that stuff.
there's some stuff in here I think you would love. There's stuff for farmers in particular. And then there's planting guides and stuff. So look around. Look through that one. Check a look.
I'll give that some.
Yeah, dude, well, I mean, I'm going to have to get you one of your own. But I have to keep going through this one myself. Because it was my one of my Christmas gifts.
Oh, was it?
But I want you to thumb through that.
It's awesome.
Or I'm going to grab you one as a late Christmas gift for you. But look through it and see if it's something you're interested in. The old Farmer's Almanac. Planting. Yeah, what do we got?
The Amish secret here. You read that.
Hey, the Amish secret to prostate. There you go. We're just talking about
Zinc.
some of these things. Zinc.
Okay.
All right. Anyhow,
Okay.
it's a little fun with this. I want you to look
All sorts of good info in there. Yeah.
So just yes, this is going to be your little gift, but I gotta finish thumbing through it first.
I like that. That's cool.
All right. Well, anyhow, now back to serious topics. We've been doing things here lately.
Mm-hmm.
What do you want to talk about?
I don't know. We were, well, a couple Sundays, minus yesterday, the 2 previous Sundays, we were at the school.
Yes.
We had a couple good messages there. You kind of finished a portion of Sermon on the Mount, even though we're going to roll kind of right into the next one.
We are going to be there very soon. Very soon. Maybe as soon as next week, but I haven't fully decided yet. So, but yeah, we started off with A New Way to Live, the first part of that, and that actually goes back a ways.
Yeah, that's been. We've been kind of in that sort of what do you want? Anthology?
Yes, it's another anthology sermon series. I love those, man.
Yeah.
It's so good. I guess we tend to go through it and then make a new series. The second series, even though I didn't really brand it, and by that I mean usually I'll put together something that has the name or whatever, and even on the video when I'm preaching, put it on on YouTube. It comes up and you see. I did that for that previous series. Every one of those in between had its own name and its own look and everything. This one, I never got around to that. I might do it in retro and put it into on our website that way. But yeah, this was the second part, and I called it Higher Ground.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
So the next section is going to be called. I'm not going to tell you.
Okay. Suspenseful.
Dun, 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 dun. But yes.
Even higher ground. It's
even kind of. You'll see. You'll just have to wait to see. But anyhow, yes, we'll be doing that here before very long. So we're at the school, but let's move forward into December a little bit, and then we had our Christmas Eve.
Had our Christmas Eve event here out front. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah,
it was nice. Had some neighbors. You had some neighbors.
Come over.
That's great.
Yeah, I was surprised that those folks came over, so that was great. And then Tracy and Kathy were here.
Yes. Yeah, that
was also nice.
That was fantastic. Yeah, seeing them.
We played on Sunday.
Yeah.
Before.
Yeah. That was a little nostalgia right there. You know,
it was. The three of us there playing. Yeah, it was fun having those guys here. We missed you guys. You guys, and so glad you were here to do that because it made a very nice service. And then when they were here with us for Christmas Eve, that was great. But on Christmas Day, they were part of our little mini crowd we had for Christmas dinner.
Well, because we had them over for brunch that day, and then they just came over to your place for dinner later. Yeah, no, we got to see them on Christmas morning. It was really nice.
That's pretty cool.
And well, as you know, Kathy watched Harper since she was really little, all the way up through till like the day before she went to preschool, and she was almost 5, or 4. They're very much
Well, it's a meaningful thing too, just because they're so instrumental in you being a part of Compass Church.
Very much so,
right? So all of that's just beautiful stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, them being back in town is always a very, very nice treat for sure.
And we had such a big group here that afternoon.
Yeah, I saw pictures.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
yes.
Yeah, that's you guys had a full table.
It just the numbers kept going up. Like, come on, why not? But it was great because Leona found a massive brisket. I'm not kidding.
Nice.
Yeah. Started cooking it like 2 days before or the day before, I can't remember, and marinating.
Yeah, she brined it probably.
Yeah. So it was amazing too. It was expensive.
Yeah,
but it was worth it.
Usually is. Yeah, those holiday meats are crazy.
And there were all kinds of foods and things. We had to move around I was going to sit at the bar. We brought those bar stools, right? And I was going to sit with those 2 girls. But Mandy was like, "Here, I want to sit with them." No, I don't mind. No, I don't mind. But then it looked like they were in the balcony seating.
Yeah, they're overlooking everybody else.
It was funny. But it was great being around everybody and just enjoying the good parts of Christmas and just that holiday vibe going on. So
Yeah.
and the hot dogs that we did Christmas Eve. I'm glad that's a tradition.
Yeah, that's
kind of goofy but fun.
I do like our Christmas Eve event because there are some. And don't get me wrong. I grew up doing like the candlelight Christmas Eve service and in the congregation chapel, whatever.
Time.
Yeah, nothing like quite that, or ritualistic. But like, yeah, it's definitely. I like that it's open, it's inviting. We're outside. We still have aspects of that. We have the candles, we have the hymns. You read Luke chapter 2.
Even use King James on that.
I like the King James touch. That's a fantastic. But it is still. Also, hey, we got s'mores. Hey, we got hot chocolate. Hey, we got a hot dog. Come hang out with us,
Yeah.
And it's an easy invite, and it's an easy thing for people to show up to because it's very, very common, even if someone that doesn't go to church at all.
Yeah.
On Christmas,
To do something.
That's probably my favorite part about Christmas is right around Christmas time. Most people attempt some sort of like church thing. We might tug at their heartstrings a little bit.
Yes,
it's a little
yes.
easier to kind of have that conversation. But then, of course, by December 26th, it's all gone.
It's okay. We're glad they were there.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I, that's just kind of my point. Is that I like our event because it is very inviting. It's easy to attend.
I'm so glad to hear you say that.
Yeah.
I'm so glad to hear you say that because it was originally an idea I had. It's funny if you grow up in Colorado. Most of the people who grow up in Colorado that I know all tell me how much they hate the cold.
Yeah.
What?
Hello.
Come in. Could it be time?
It could be.
What? Cookie break!
Hi, you.
Hey, what do we have here today, Miss Harper Lou?
Do you want to tell us? Double.
Oh no!
She's not gonna say.
I haven't seen her do that in so long.
Just dump it out.
They're double peanut butter chocolate chip Toll House cookies.
Oh my soul! Oh my soul!
Double peanut butter. What makes them double?
Because they have peanut butter chips in them and peanut butter something. And they're completely homemade.
Nice. Thank you.
Harper, you did that so long ago when you were even little. You would go. I'm not talking tonight.
Thank you.
Thank you, friends.
I love you,
family.
Yes, lots
You
of
guys
peanut
are
butter.
awesome. Thanks. Did you want to say hi to the camera, anybody?
Hi to the camera, anybody.
Hi.
Oh, she spoke.
There she is.
You gotta lean in. There it is.
Do the wave. All right, go ahead.
All right, bye.
Love you.
Thanks for the
Love you, sweetie.
cookies.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome.
Oh, these look fantastic.
These look great. Have a napkin. Okay. Well, I was gonna say, we're tasting and trying. Are these two different ones?
Mhm.
They're all the same.
Mhm.
Peanut butter, chocolate chip,
Double peanut butter chocolate chip.
Toll House.
And
Mm-mm.
they are good.
Oh my!
They are delicious.
Just let them cool.
Yeah.
A little late start.
Sometimes they come in a little too hot, you know?
Oh my God! That's great. That makes me happier than I've been today. But what I was going to say before I forget is that people who grew up here, they always say they hate the cold. They want to go somewhere warm. And I always think it's so funny because where I grew up, I grew to hate the heat. So this is perfect. Tracy and I had this conversation, even though he grew up in Texas when he was younger, but he knew what he was getting into. But he just hated the cold so much. So it's like whatever you grow up with, it's like people who don't go visit the tourist attractions that people come from around the world to see, but you never did, even though you grew up in a certain place.
Right.
So I came up with this idea for being outside on Christmas Eve in the cold, intentionally, because I'm imagining people who go to football games and stuff, and they bundle up, and that's part of the fun of it, and they got the hot clam chowder or whatever, and they're like, come on, and they don't care that it's snowing.
Right.
That was the idea, is that let's create an event that kids remember, that families can do.
Yeah.
And originally I was thinking of it at the school, because that's where we started doing it, that it would become not just one fire pit, but like 8,
of them. Yeah,
10,
yeah.
all across the west side, and then we're up on the hill, and we have our service that way. Hey, you know what? We may ultimately do that, but anyway, I'm just glad to hear that you get it, and you like it. So, and I do hear that mostly from people too, who are not real church people.
Right.
It seems like you say it's a little bit less threatening and excellent.
Yeah, that was a good event. All right, I know I came in and said I didn't have anything, but I did prepare a couple questions with a few minutes. So,
Wait a
everybody's
minute.
favorite section.
Wait a second.
Bible trivia.
Bible trivia! I thought there was going to be no Bible trivia tonight.
Well, it's pretty easy.
We had a few minutes.
I had a few minutes.
It may be easy to you. Well, let's give it a try.
Here we go. How many
Play along at home.
Yeah. Leave your answers in the comments below. How many books are in the Old Testament?
I have no idea. No, that's not right. I always get these two messed up. But I can do the math real fast to come up with my answer. That's 66 in the whole Bible.
Right.
Now I can count through. Matthew.
Deduct the New Testament.
37. One of them has 37. Is that right?
39. The Old Testament is 39. Yep.
That's an embarrassing one to miss. But it's a number thing, okay? It's math.
And also, do a look at. I knew they had a couple extra, but I didn't know they had 7. You know, the Catholic Old Testament has 7 extra books.
It does.
That's a lot.
I don't know what they're thinking.
Yeah, that's. All right.
Just having fun.
This is not an exact number, but how many authors in the entire Bible?
Oh, good grief, Jake. See, that's not trivia. That's a tough one.
Well, this is a trivia. It's trivia.
Well, let's think.
It's
All right,
trivial.
hang on. I gotta think that one through. Okay, because you got all the prophets.
Mm-hmm.
Then you have Moses, right, who did like Pentateuch, the whole first 5, and then you've got. Then there's some that we don't know who wrote.
Right.
But then there's Paul, and then we have Dr. Luke, and we have the Gospel. Oh my gosh. I'm not going to work it out. How many? That's
It is
2. 2 I've missed tonight.
Approximately 40, give or take.
Okay.
A couple people, because as you said, there are some books that we're not exactly sure who the author is, but they are there. But the scholars would agree that it is approximately 40.
Okay, that sounds about right. Because again, you got 1st, 2nd Samuel, 2nd Kings, 1st, 2nd Chronicles, and then you have everything from Ezra, Nehemiah.
Mm-hmm.
Like I say, all of the Micah, Amos,
Where all the
Job, the book
minor,
of Job. Yeah, they're minor. They're just minor. And then again, you got the 4 Gospels, plus Acts, Luke taking a couple of those. And I think I may have mentioned this to you before. It may have been a previous Bible trivia question, even that it's like who wrote most of the New Testament. Everybody says Paul.
Right.
By category, that is true.
Right.
By word count, it is
Luke.
It's Luke. That's right. Right, because you got a long Gospel of Luke
And the book
the Book of Acts.
Right.
So, and that's a chunk. Even though you got Romans and you got all of the things Paul did. But anyhow, that's a good question, though. I like this. I like it that I have missed 2.
All right, and then next one is kind of a 2-parter. The second, I don't expect you to know that.
It's already sad.
Okay.
No one's ever coming to our church.
Okay, so we've heard of the Dead Sea Scrolls, obviously. Do you know what book of the Old Testament was found in almost its entirety in the Dead Sea Scrolls?
Was it Isaiah?
It is Isaiah. Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
It is.
At least I got a scholarly one right.
Little follow-up. Do you know when the Dead Sea Scrolls were found?
Oh, 19...
Oh, you almost blurted it out.
I was going to say 1940... It's either 1930 something or 1940 something.
You're on the right track with the 40.
48, 42.
46 and 47. That's where the excavation that happened. But yeah, so there it is.
This was a sad Bible trivia night for me.
That's okay. It's because it's
they're all numbers. Every one of these questions are numbers.
Yeah.
Doggone it.
So that was, let us know how you did.
I am aware of the Bible. I've read it multiple times.
Well, I think that's...
But number of books, number of writers, though, that's a good twist to that question.
Yeah. Because it, well, yeah, because, you know, there's a couple books
Man,
that
that's good.
cool people have written, and we don't know who wrote some. And yeah, so that was like trivia about the Bible, not necessarily Bible.
Well, that's
trivia,
true.
right? Yeah.
We will adjust it
to categorize it.
Bible about Bible trivia. About the Bible trivia. Oh well, that was tough. If you actually got these, you didn't look them up. You need to comment below because you are a Bible scholar person, sort of. Doggone, that was really good. Okay, well let's turn our little conversation because we're trying to get back into it. It's been weeks, right? And the first one back is always a little wonky. Couple of things. Mm-hmm. You usually ask me, what do you want to clear up?
That's true. Yeah.
Yesterday, I have a couple of things I did yesterday that I was not pleased with myself. The message was fine. I mean, I went back and listened to it, but I had a weird transition moment, first of all, because I began to talk about New Year's resolutions. Mm-hmm. But my transition into true newness was kind of a weird curve. And so I wish I had done that a little bit better. You know, I said that everybody's here's a list of things that probably everybody needs to have as a resolution.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But not really a resolution, but something you probably need to work on. But I always made first, you know, support the vision of my church.
Yeah.
And then moved into the fact Jesus talking about newness and why it's okay to talk about new things and new year. And then kind of got into it. So anyway, I wish I had made that little transition a little bit better. Another one was I quoted a verse, speaking of Isaiah, and I didn't write it down to remind me, but it's the passage where I was saying that God brings beauty from ashes. Mm-hmm. Right? So go back into Isaiah.
Yep.
But that very beauty from ashes passage is that chunk of passage that Jesus goes into the temple when he gets his ministry started, opens his up. The synagogue.
That's where he picks to read from in the scroll of Isaiah. Yeah.
Scrolls it, sets it down. Let me say, that's starting today, here to fulfill that prophecy. So I meant to mention that and didn't, so I wish I had. Let's see, one other thing. And it bugs me to no end, so I'm glad at least one or two people are going to hear this. Mm-hmm. The man's name is Archippus.
Archippus.
It's like, I don't even know how to say it, but I got messed up in that. And it's one of my favorite things. I did a blog post on it in retrospect, I should say. It is where I pulled that last little section of the message from something I had previously written and posted online on my old website. But it's Archippus, I believe, from extra reminding. I mean, it's hard to find like old biblical names and how do you say them, and there's some kind of, is that really how you say it? Right. Well, in some of the names, it could go a variety of ways because there's no definitive way of saying a certain thing. That one is apparently because it's a old Greek word, and there were a lot of people named it. But I love that guy. I love that story. Even though it's not much of a story, there's a story within that story. Of the reminder, you know, what we're talking about, this is Colossians and in Philemon. Mm-hmm. First time we hear about this guy, it's sort of a, hey, remind him he's supposed to
remind him of the ministry.
Don't get discouraged, don't stop. Remember to fulfill that. God is with you. And then how Paul refers to him in Philemon as our fellow soldier. That's clear.
I like that.
That's clear language.
Yeah.
Man. That says, whatever it was, where it might seem like not a chastisement, but just a reminder. Hey, don't want to call you out real quick and say, don't forget what God has told you to do, and then later to continue to refer. He's grown even more. He's doing whatever that was, and again, we're not told exactly what that was, but
I think when
We don't even know who he was fully, really.
right. When you see stuff like that in names, like, I think about it as, and obviously comparing to a modern setting, but if you were to, send a message to a group of people or whatever, and you had a good buddy in that group you wanted to kind of, poke at a little bit, you might do something like that. I see that. I get this sense that Archippus that him and Paul were close.
Yeah.
That he wasn't just another person there to help, but also clearly there was a connection there.
Yeah.
And that Paul saw something in what would amount to his friend, and he was trying to encourage that godly behavior, whatever it might have been.
Well, it's interesting. The Ephesians, Paul was very familiar with. The Colossians, you get the impression is given that Paul didn't actually go to Colossae. He wasn't instrumental in starting that, except for from his ministry, and had not actually met them personally.
Okay.
So, but that doesn't mean that later he didn't.
Right.
Right? Especially with this guy, because he's calling him out with Philemon and all. So anyway, so he obviously knows him. So he knows him. He's a fellow soldier. But of course, he would encourage others in that way anyway. But I think there's more to it with this guy too. So, but anyway, I just wanted to correct because I just got from any of that. And the truth is, whenever anybody is speaking publicly, I don't want it to look like I didn't know, I'd never seen it before. Of course I have, you're right. And I've said it differently too. Right. I just got tongue tangled on it. But you should always, even if you're saying it wrong, stick to it.
How you're saying it.
I did that in a message years ago, and I was referring to the, let's see, how would you say the word Philistine?
I've always said Philistines.
Philistines.
But that's probably not right.
Here are 3 ways. Philistines. Philistines.
Yep.
Least likely.
Really? Because
that sounds like somebody from up north. It's like those who say Colorado. You're here from Nevada, aren't you? No, I'm here from Nevada. Okay, but tomato. So the other is Philistines.
Philistines, okay.
And which is probably most accurate, but I could be wrong with that. But I remember in a message one time years ago, I said it all 3 ways. It's terrible thing to do. It's just very distracting because you don't know.
Johnny's talking about 3 separate groups of people.
The Philistines.
There's a lot of people after the Israelites.
And the truth is, there were groups that had nuances in the pronunciation of that could have been a thing, but it wasn't. Okay. All right. What do we talk about? Anything else?
Well, I mean, it is the start of the new year. Is there any foreshadowing for the year?
Sure, a little bit of foreshadowing. Again, God is so hilarious because he just gives a few steps ahead at a time. Yep. Certain things and the thing is, it's like when you're seeking what God wants you to do. If I told you, God woke me up last night and he wrote in my head, he told me exactly what we're going to do, that's when you need to go, Johnny, God bless you, I'm moving on. Right? Because that's generally not what God does.
Right.
But I can tell when he leads us, he wants us to be obedient with a step, because it's not until you make that step that you see what the next step actually is. And you would never know. Unless you do the first step of faith. So he does that sometimes. I mean, some people use that as an excuse, because they're not praying, they're not thinking, or whatever. But here's where we're going to be for the next several weeks. So January, we are going to be at the school.
Cool.
So for the rest of January, next 3 weeks, we're at the school.
I'll get the signs out.
Yeah, get the signs out, man. And I just want us to be locked in and getting used to, again, the idea that we have to set up and tear down. Because it's easy to get very comfortable. I love when we're at our house. We talked about this last time, how somehow, even as we grow, does it scale? It scales by multiplying homes.
Yeah.
And that needs to be a part of our life, I think. And again, it's not in blood or stone here.
Right.
But that's my vibe that I sense that we need, because here's what's great about it. As a church gets bigger, it also has to get smaller. That's an old Rick Warren line. And what he means by that is you start reaching big crowds and you constantly need to get them into small groups.
Right.
Well, the beautiful thing about our base camp gathering is it's not small groups in the traditional sense. It is a small group worship gathering. It sort of meets both of those in one thing, right? So we're worshiping together. We're also hanging out together, and we're also eating together.
Right.
It's all kind of mixed into one. So anyway, so we're going to be at the school for the rest of January, and then going into February, the first Sunday we will be back here. Then we're going to spend a couple of Sundays back at the school again.
Cool.
All right. The last Sunday of February. Is the R silent?
I think so. February.
February. It's February.
I know it's spelled February.
It's February. I'm just kidding around. I always say February. I don't know why. Maybe it's the R. But anyway, what do you call it? Tell us. February. Anyhow, so it's like Wednesday. Doesn't everybody say Wednesday?
Wednesday.
What?
We don't even have the D in there. It's Wednesday.
Isn't it Wednesday? Marcella, if she ever watched it, Marcella, she's probably going, English.
Right.
Anyway, what was I even saying? So the last Sunday in February is a question mark.
Yeah.
But it is an open Sunday because I'm trying to think, what do I announce online? Remember, if I talk about something on the podcast, it's not like a broad announcement that you can completely 100% count on. I'm in the process of securing that second location.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Which is sort of what I would call an outpost for us. All right? So, and we talked about that already in the podcast a couple of times. But the process, like with Aurora Public Schools, man, we're in like Flynn, man. We've been doing this for so long. We're approved. We're in. I go onto the site. I choose the days. I go for a final yes, and then on we go. With Cherry Creek Schools.
Oh, whole different deal.
Well, it's like a brand new thing. They have no ends. They have no connections. Nothing. And so the process is you apply online to be a requester of renting.
Oh, okay.
Things, right?
Apply to.
Kind of. So it's like, have you ever seen Get Smart? Have you ever seen the original show? Brief
clips. I haven't never seen like a full episode.
Have you ever seen it come on? Where he's walking through and it's like doors. Doors, and they're all closed. It's like he keeps walking and they're closing behind him, closing. They're opening. It's kind of like that.
Okay.
So you apply to be a requester of being able to rent their facilities, whatever they might be. And the goofy thing is, and you have to like put your certificate, your certificate of insurance, and you have to name Cherry Creek Schools as an additional insured. And this is before they're even saying, you can do it.
Just need general liability to them. Yeah.
Okay. So I got to upload all that and then wait for them to contact you back and say, yes, you may have the honor of giving us money. And then anyway, so that's the first step, and that's pretty common. Honestly, I'm goofing around. Aurora was the same way when we started, but you have to first do that, and then you have the ability to create a password and everything, and go in, and then you see their schools or what's available and when. You choose it and you request, and you have to request like what room.
Oh, okay.
Well, the problem is
we don't know the schools.
Well, I know a school, 2 schools we've been talking about, but I don't know the layout of the school. And there's nowhere online where they say, here's the schematic of our school if you'd like to come and, attack our children.
Yeah.
So I get that, right? I'm cool with that. So, but there's that one school that, Sunrise, I look at it and even Google, I think that's a gym. Have you ever seen-
Right, just like where the big squares
I don't know what the
on
rooms are. Is there a stage? Is it a cafeteria? What is going on? So I don't even know what to ask. So there's some hoops. So it's all in the process. So first is getting the approval, and I had to wait till this holiday part was over because even our insurance person,
they're all gone.
Yeah, and I have an online account for our church but for some reason the simple thing of printing out our certificate of insurance and liability, I can't do online. Anyway, it's weird. So I had to wait till I can talk to her. So that's like happening tomorrow kind of thing. And then I'm going to finish that, and then we're going to find out. So since I don't know how quickly, because the principal has to then approve having a group at their school, there has to be custodian people available to open the school.
Gotcha.
And it reminded me again just how great we've gotten things.
It's been very nice.
I'm sort of a custodian,
right,
to allow us in, so I've got keys and stuff, but we'll have to pay for that, so it's going to cost more. But the good news is, the plan is if that's all done by the end of February, then we're going to be driving towards trying to get some new faces. We're going to try to do some advertising out there. We're going to just do as much as we can, almost like a new church launch. But it's still us.
Right.
And we're used to meeting in different places.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So originally we were talking about Compass Next, we were talking about starting with doing 2 different things.
Right.
But we're not doing that right off the bat.
Right.
We may eventually do that, and I'll tell you about that as a foreshadowing. If you want to know, see, if you stay longer, you get more of the goods. Anyhow, muddle through with this and you get to the good stuff. So we're going to drive to just getting, it's a great thing to invite people to.
Yeah.
We might even dress that up a little bit, and maybe bump up the music and stuff. But I don't want to overdo it. I want it to be what we constantly can do.
Mm-hmm.
Right. We're only going to be there once a month through the spring. It is an outpost. It is a new opportunity to meet people.
Yeah.
But anybody we connect with, we're inviting to come back to our next thing.
Right.
Hang out with us in Arkansas, here even at our house, all of that stuff. Anybody who connects with us and realizes this is where we need to be. I'll be explaining, I'm working on a video or something that's on our site that kind of explains the thinking behind where in the world are we and why we are in various places. It's not just to confuse people.
Right. So we're trying to reach people.
We're trying to reach people.
What we're doing, yeah.
And be among people. And realize that there are a certain number of people we can reach right here in this Arkansas area, but why are we limited? We don't have brick and mortar. We're not stuck in our place. We don't have to build a new building. We can literally meet there and also reach in a few other places. And we can rotate that for a while and then begin to do 2 different teams doing 2 different things. Anyway, there's a lot of fun stuff to talk about there. It also is a kick in the pants to us. I said that at the end of the message about here's a gentle kick in the pants. It wakes us up a little. It makes us have to kind of get hungry again a little bit about reaching people, doing the work, getting out there, setting up, figuring out a new environment, all that stuff. So I'm hoping it'll breathe some life. I think the group that we have right now will be into it, on it, and say, let's go, So at least that's my hope.
Yeah.
Worst case scenario, we do a service there and even our own people don't show up.
Hopefully not.
Next to worst is, another family comes in and is a part of things. That's great. So anyhow, so the plan is, if that works out, then we start there, and then we come back again in about 4 weeks and do it again Easter Sunday.
Cool.
Easter is the first Sunday of April this year.
Yep.
So we have some time to sort of build towards that, and that might be a day we might could do 2 services, but we'll see. I don't want to scare everybody.
Yeah.
We'll just see. see what happens the first couple of weeks. We got to have more people to do something like that, but it can be completely different, times during the day. Easter, who knows? We had kind of a rough Easter last year.
Yeah.
So it's not a draw. I mean, we talked about that. It's not a draw like it used to be back in the day.
What I've always noticed, Colorado's Easter is always a bit more about getting together with family.
With family, we talked about that.
Yeah,
sure did.
Yeah. Which is strange. That's never like growing up in the Midwest was like Easter wasn't like you don't go see grandma on Easter.
Yeah,
you go to church, and there might be like a nice Easter dinner, but after that, like there was no like going out and celebrating and all that stuff. No, it was a very like your day was supposed to be very focused and pointed about what Easter's actually about. It isn't some big celebration. I mean, resurrection is worth celebrating, but it's not like the day for it.
The thing is, back in those days, it was like grandma was going to church.
Yeah.
Right? Here, grandma doesn't go to church.
Right.
Well, I mean, I'm talking very general.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, there are less grandmas going to church in Colorado than there are in other states.
Early on, when I was working at the school and we were approaching Easter Sunday, it was coming up Easter Sunday. And it was that week, and then I had somebody like on Friday. Oh, hey, have a good weekend. You got any plans? It was like, yeah, Easter. Oh yeah, it is Easter.
Yeah, you have to like remind people.
It's like, yep, different world we're in here. That's. So I mean, there are a lot of church planting organizations and church, that provide resources for churches, and they always talk about it. It's like the Super Bowl of Christianity is Easter Sunday. It's your big day to drive to, blah, blah, blah. Here it's not.
No.
Man. I mean, of course, the resurrection obviously is sort of the Super Bowl of things, right?
Of course.
But Easter as a holiday, an American holiday, is just a different thing.
It's not the same. I mean, obviously it depends on where you're at, but it's not the same. I don't think.
I'm not throwing the whole idea out as an opportunity to drive towards, because it is another holiday to pin an invite on. Mm-hmm. Hey, it's Easter. Why don't you come?
Well, a couple years ago, I know last year it kind of fell flat a little bit, but a couple years ago, we did put on a very, very nice Easter service, and a lot of new people were there. Like a lot of people were there. That was one of the first
Your
times.
Folks were there.
Yeah, my folks were there. Colette was there. That was one of the first times like Mandy and the girls came by. I think
that is true.
Yeah. So is not that it's been a massive event for us, but it has. Has been a decent enough outreach Sunday.
Well, for everything that I was just saying, it doesn't mean we're not going to try and leverage it.
We're still going to.
It still could be a day that we could do two things, or we'll just find out where we're growing the most, and then just pin everything on that location for Easter. And we should know that by March, how that's rolling. So. But I am excited about the possibility. It could just fall flat as anything else. It doesn't mean the process of trying to be in a new spot. And if we get to Easter and just nobody but us are just showing up in the new place, we may branch out to a different place.
Yeah.
As that outpost. So the outpost might rotate until we lock into who we need to connect with. So. But more people will know we exist. But here's one thing I will say. The very first Sunday that we are at a different spot, the next 3 weeks or whatever until we're back, every one of those Sundays, and I can do it, I won't put this all on you, is the... is this sign.
Needs to be sitting in the...
No, maybe just... That one needs to be at that location for that weekend, even though we're not there.
Oh, yeah.
So people see it,
right?
Where we are.
They go, I saw them last week. Where are they?
Where are they? That will have to be there every week until we're back. And then we take that sign and put it where we were. Where in the world are we?
People are going to be like, I only ever see your sign. I never see you guys.
The map. We're following the compass. Okay. Well, anyhow, you know what we've been talking to on nowadays. Well, what else? But we are getting into that Sermon on the Mount here pretty soon.
Yeah.
Do you know what the next section's about? Remember we were talking about this last time. It was like, no spoilers.
Right.
Don't read the Bible.
how to pray, how to fast.
Yep.
We briefly touched on
Prayer.
the giving portion of it 2 Sundays ago. Yeah, but next one is prayer and
prayer and fasting.
We have actually the Lord's Prayer is coming up in the next segment that you're on. That's always, I like the Lord's Prayer.
Yep, I have taught on that multiple times over the years, but I don't think I've ever taught on that since you've been here.
If you have, it was briefly. It would have been like, like one Sunday we were on to the next thing or
Do you
whatever.
remember me talking about various shifts in thinking that happen in the sermon? I mean, in the Lord's Prayer.
Mm-hmm.
This is gonna be great.
Okay.
I can't wait. I'm so excited about it. I love teaching through that. Okay. Well, on that happy note, I guess we can just call it a night.
We've been talking long enough, I think.
Nah, we're talking.
We keep going.
Yeah, we can make this a long 2 hours, 3 hours. Come on,
Stick around for the After Hours podcast. There is one verse that we like to quote here every single time, and that is John 3:16.
Yes.
And it is, "For God so loved the world that he gave his one and only Son, that whosoever believes in him shall not perish but have everlasting life."
Amen. So be it.
So
Brother Jake.
That's right.
That's
So
great,
be
dude.
it. Yes.
What a verse. And interestingly enough, it's like as you were leading into that verse, I just was making the joke about, podcast after dark or whatever. And then John 3:16, interestingly enough, it happened at night. Jesus had that conversation with Nicodemus.
Yeah.
And Nicodemus came to him at night because he didn't want to call attention to himself, really, I think is the idea, but he was very much searching.
Mm-hmm.
So John 3:16, is Jesus sharing that at night with a friend named Nicodemus. Okay. Well, I think that's it. You know what? We meet somewhere in the world every single week. Literally somewhere in the world.
Check the QR code.
It'll work. Yeah, you can scan it right now. Anyway, we'd love for you to be our guest this Sunday, as we were just talking about. We'll be at Arkansas Elementary School here in Aurora, Colorado, for the next 3 weeks, all through January here of 2026. And we'd love for you to be our guest this Sunday. You can discover more at compassdenver.com. All right, Jake, final words.
This has been great because he is great.
Grace to you and peace. That's all we have for tonight, and we are out.
Bye.
I didn't even show what a cool Snoopy cup we got. This thing's funky too, I'll say.